Jon Rahm was supposed to be the crown jewel of the Saudi-backed revolution. He signed a contract worth more than $300 million, became the face of LIV Golf, and won 3 straight individual season championships. But now, with the Saudi billions gone and the league fighting for survival, the 2-time major winner has made a decision that changes everything. LIV Golf executives are almost resigned to his departure. The DP World Tour has already been primed, and the golf world is demanding answers. Jon Rahm joined LIV Golf in December 2023 for a deal reported to be worth between $300 million and $500 million. He was the biggest name to defect since the league launched. He was supposed to be the future of the breakaway circuit, but when Saudi Arabia's Public Investment Fund announced it would withdraw its funding at the end of 2026 season, everything changed. The league that had promised guaranteed money and a revolutionary format was suddenly fighting for survival, and Rahm found himself trapped. "I have several years on my contract left, and I'm pretty sure they did a pretty good job when they drafted that, so I don't see many ways out," Rahm admitted earlier this year. The irony is staggering. Rahm is the only player who can't leave, even if he wants to. According to reports, he is still owed a 9-figure portion of his staggering signing-on fee, making him the biggest creditor should LIV Golf file for bankruptcy. The man who was supposed to be LIV's biggest star is now its biggest hostage.
Despite the contract that seemed ironclad, Jon Rahm has made a decision that has stunned the golf world. According to The Telegraph, LIV Golf sources are almost resigned to Rahm's departure when the season ends later this month. The decision comes as LIV Golf canceled its $40 million season-ending team championship in Michigan. The league is down to a single remaining event, LIV Golf Indianapolis, from August 20 through 23, before the 2026 season comes to a close. Rahm is reportedly not enamored by the prospect of the new LIV iteration, which is touted to feature just 10 events with greatly reduced purses. The reduced schedule and smaller payouts have soured the 2-time major winner on the league's future. What makes the decision even more significant is the timing. The DP World Tour has already been primed about his intentions of primarily playing on that circuit in 2027. The European-based tour is now increasingly confident that Rahm will play more of its events next year. The man who was the face of the Saudi-backed revolution is walking away, and the league may not survive his departure. Rahm's decision to leave LIV Golf is complicated by the fact that he previously declined the PGA Tour's returning member program. Koepka accepted the deal, paying a $5 million fine and accepting severe restrictions to come back. Rahm said no. Now, that door may be closed forever. I can't imagine him getting the same treatment as Brooks Koepka. I don't know that Brian Rolapp can sell the membership on that again, simply because of everything that transpired. The implications are staggering. If Rahm starts the clock on his PGA Tour suspension now, he won't be allowed to play in a PGA Tour-sanctioned event until next year's Wyndham Championship. That leaves him virtually no time, no space to try and play his way into the top 70, top 50, top 90. The man who walked away from the PGA Tour may find the door locked when he tries to return. While the PGA Tour path is complicated, Rahm has already built a bridge back to the DP World Tour. In May 2026, he reached an agreement with a European-based tour to settle his outstanding fines and play 5 events to retain his Ryder Cup eligibility. Now, that deal could become his primary professional home. The DP World Tour has begun warning LIV players that the special arrangement letting them freely move between tours will not survive past 2026. Conditional releases, the arrangement that let them dodge fines while playing both circuits, will almost certainly disappear after this season. But Rahm's decision to leave LIV could give him a head start. The DP World Tour has already been briefed on his intentions, and sources indicate the tour is increasingly confident that Rahm will play more of its events in 2027. The man who once clashed with the DP World Tour is now its most prized asset. Rahm's departure could be the final nail in LIV Golf's coffin. the league is already on life support. The Saudi PIF has spent an estimated $5 billion on LIV Golf since its launch in 2022 without achieving profitability. The team championship has been canceled. The future is uncertain. The league is seeking $250 million to $300 million in new funding, but reports suggest that the deal is contingent on retaining marquee talent. The Financial Times reported that BC partners may only be willing to inject funds if LIV's star players stick with the league. If Jon Rahm leaves, it doesn't just cost LIV its most consistent winner, it potentially jeopardizes the financing needed to keep the league running past 2026. Bryson DeChambeau's contract expires at the end of 2026. If LIV can't pay him, that could be all she wrote. The league that promised to revolutionize golf is on the brink of extinction, and the faces of the revolution are walking away.
Jon Rahm has made a shocking decision that changes everything. The two-time major winner is walking away from LIV Golf, leaving the league's future in even greater doubt. The PGA Tour path is complicated. The DP World Tour is waiting, and the golf world is demanding answers. The questions now are impossible to ignore. Can LIV Golf survive without its biggest star? Will Rahm ever play on the PGA Tour again? And what does his decision say about the future of professional golf? One thing is certain, the battle is far from over, and the golf world will be watching every move.